Hello everyone, this is Sincere of Teacher Sincere's channel and welcome. This is the first in my planned ongoing series called Video on a Whim, Short and Sweet, which will be rather short, bite-sized presentations done on a whim involving literature, history, and culture. This first video is about a literary classic that I read earlier this year called Oroonoko, or the Royal Slave, A True History by English author Aphra Behn, published in 1688. Oroonoko is a novella which is written in the rather elaborate literary style of the 17th century. It might be a slow and difficult read for some, but I found it an enjoyable challenge. On Goodreads.com, I gave it 5 stars. Oroonoko is the story of Prince Oroonoko, who lives in a kingdom located in what is now the nation of Ghana. He is a handsome and respected warrior who, after the death of one of his generals, meets the woman who will play a huge part in his ultimate fate. After one of his top generals dies in battle, Oroonoko goes to pay his respects to the man's family, and there he meets Imoenda, the stunningly beautiful daughter of his right-hand man. It is love at first sight for them, and they plan to marry. But shortly after, the king, who is Oroonoko's elderly grandfather, hears about the beautiful Imoenda and decides that he wants to add her to the royal harem and marry her. When it is found out that Oroonoko and Imoenda are lovers, in a twist of fate, Imoenda is sold into slavery, and not long afterwards, Oroonoko is tricked into getting on board a ship where he is taken to the colony of Surinam in South America and enslaved. He had thought Imoenda was dead and lost to him forever, but once in Surinam, to his disbelief and joy, he encounters her again. Even though some are critical of the narrator's description of Oroonoko being handsome because he has a Roman nose and not so kinky hair, the author is clearly sympathetic to the main character. Oroonoko is considered one of the first anti-slavery novels. Aphra Behn is the author of Oroonoko. She was an English woman who lived during the Restoration period from 1640 to 1689. She was quite a remarkable figure for her time and place, being a poet, playwright, and novelist. In fact, the first English woman to make a living through her writing. It is not known how she acquired her education, and little is known of Aphra Behn's early years. Ladies of her generation and class generally did not receive any sort of intellectual training, and being educated was not very common even among the women of the upper classes. However, Aphra Behn was an exception. She had also been a spy of King Charles II, and she spent some time in Surinam, which is one of the settings of her novel Oroonoko. So ends the first of my videos called Videos on a Whim, Short and Sweet. Links to the novel are in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. This is Sincere. Until next time.